welcome back to Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ron, your host, as always. So, I thought we'd go ahead and take a look at, well, tonight's movie I'm going to be watching is actually the sequel to Split, and it is a pseudo-sequel to Unbreakable. Once again, this movie features James McAvoy, Bruce Willis, Samuel Jackson, directed by M. Night Shyamalan, once again, made by Universal, to coincide with Blumhouse production. We're taking a look at 2018's Glass. Now, Glass, as I said before many times when I talked about Glass, as you can see last week, well, the last review I did, which was yesterday, I covered Split. Now, I covered Split and I said that was a really good movie. And that was awesome. That was a fun thriller, as what M. Night Shyamalan said in the future on this. Glass is not as good as Split. And this is the biggest problem. This movie is extremely confusing. If you have not watched Unbreakable, you're going to be lost. I have seen Unbreakable and I've seen part of it, and I thought that was really good. Now, the two characters from that end of that film, not going to give away, basically parallels these two characters from Unbreakable, parallel into, well, Glass, which is actually from what I've read, this is actually part of the Unbreakable trilogy. So, yeah, let's actually talk about Glass. So, like I said, this movie not only stars James McAvoy, but Bruce Willis and Samuel Jackson, along with Anya Taylor-Joy. New to this is Sarah Paulin from American Crime Stories, People vs. O.J. Simpson, the FX special. Now, Samuel Jackson I covered in Do the Right Thing, and Bruce Willis, which I covered in Over the Edge. Excuse me. I covered both of them in those movies. And I gotta say this way, like I said, Glass is not as good as Split. Ultimately, what's making me recommend it is probably Samuel Jackson's performance. Like I said, but I'm getting off topic. Glass basically centers around Bruce Willis, who plays David Dunn in the first film. Then we're introduced to Samuel Jackson, who plays Elijah Phillips, also known as Glass, hence the title. If you probably would not know that by watching this movie, and that's the biggest thing. You're going to be confused if you have not watched Unbreakable. Again, you're going to be lost. So basically, they send Bruce Willis' character into the mental institution. That's where E.J. Phillips, Glass, goes into this. We'll just call him Glass for the sake of this video. So basically, it's them basically at this mental home. Then they send McAvoy's character, again, he plays 24 different characters, into the mental home, and the two of them, basically, him and Glass, they bond together, becoming the best of friends. So they plot the plan on this. Also, there's a flashback scene with Glass as a young man. They go to Carnival, and it shows how he became paralyzed. Yeah, he's paraplegic in this movie. So, yeah, he paralyzed from a carnival ride. That's mid for the film, and I do explain that. So, yeah, I'm trying to think what else I can say. So, we get to them in it. Also, the actor who plays Bruce Willis' son from Unbreakable basically grows up to become an adult and helps him out, and it's the same actor from Unbreakable, now with him as an adult. So he helps him along the way. Then there's this comic book thing. Sarah Paulin, actually, is it Sarah Paulin? I'm probably getting that wrong. Sarah Paulson, I'm sorry. Sarah Paulson, basically, she works at the mental institution where they're located, though. So, like I said, then they got this one big fight scene. Dr. Dunn going up against McAvoy's character in this one big battle inside. And it's really crazy. And really, that's the sum of Glass. That's all I can think of what I watch. Like I said, I like the idea again. Shyamalan And by the way, Shyamalan makes a cameo in the movie as well. This time he plays a person who goes into the comic book shop that I guess his son owns or something like that. I don't know. Basically, his son thinks he's a superhero. This also has to deal with comic books in it. So it's a thriller and a comic book movie. I do kind of like that. The fight scene's really good. Like I said, there's some really good cinematography. I want to say this was shot in Philly, because Shyamalan's from the Philly area, and that's where this was shot at, pretty much. And, like I said, it might be confusing to some people, but I think the reason I like about Glass, I don't love it, but I like it enough. I like it enough to keep this one, and I'm going to tell you right now, Samuel Jackson as Dr. Glass is phenomenal. Just like I think McAvoy was good in Split, he's actually the worst part about Glass, in my opinion. I don't think McAvoy turns in the strong performance. He does sort of like this sort of Jekyll and Hyde, but here he feels more like the Incredible Hulk than he does the Jekyll and Hyde thing. He'll run like he's Incredible Hulk. He'll do his that, showing his veins and his muscle. He'll do that kind of Hulk thing, where he'll become basically if Bruce Banner wasn't injected with the serum to become the Hulk. He'll start doing that. Then he goes through these different things, and honestly, if it wasn't for Samuel Jackson, I probably would not keep this one. And the thing is, Split, I still will say now, Split is the much better movie of the Unbreakable trilogy. Now, mind you, I only saw part of Unbreakable, so that's also probably the reason why I got totally confused watching this film. But Samuel Jackson, talk about an actor. He really puts a lot into it. He's sinister, he's slimy, he's a narcissist, he's everything in the film. He works with him, then they get these like flashing lights to stop the Horde, I think his name is. He goes by the Horde at times. I don't know what his character is trying to be, but I gotta easily say, he is so good at this. Like, I love the backstories. I love the backstory of McAvoy's character. They do mention that he was a victim of child abuse from his mother, and that's what made him extremely crazy as an adult. Glass's backstory is he was this 6-year-old young man who goes on a ride, and he gets on this ride and he's not secured tight, then he bangs, and I guess that's why he got paralyzed, and that's why he's in a wheelchair. But the crazy thing is, it's essentially nobody wins. I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but it's such a downer of an ending. It just definitely makes you think. It definitely made me almost teary-eyed, because I was like, oh, we come to like these characters. It's interesting with a series like Unbreakable, which came out in 2000. Yeah. And by the way, Unbreakable is a Touchstone movie, but Touchstone did not make this movie because Touchstone went out of business in 2013. So that's why he got Universal to fund this installment. And the fact Blumhouse wasn't even in the studio in 2000. So that tells you a lot, though. I don't have Unbreakable. Gotta get Unbreakable in my collection. But yeah, this is, like I said, this is almost a recommendation. I kind of wish all the performances were good. Bruce Willis is okay, but you can tell the actor is getting up in age. Take, for example, he worked with Shyamalan on Sixth Sense and Unbreakable. He was at that right age level where he can do anything and be this handsome, still good-looking guy. If you look at Shyamalan's first film, Sixth Sense, which also starred Bruce Willis, he was this guy, he was this very charming young man. Not young man, but he was at mid-age. But yeah, I don't know, he was super up in age, so I guess that's probably why. It's a downer of an ending, but I'm not going to tell you how it ends. You gotta watch the movie yourself. So, I guess we'll go ahead and take a look at the artwork. I do like the cover art, and this is going to be an ongoing theme where I'm going to show you what the box art looks like. I do like how we have purple for Glass, orange for McAvoy's character, and Dr. David Dunn, which is Bruce Willis's character, is neon green. I do like the idea of the bunch of the glass in this. And yeah, there's a beginning fight. That also what got me confused. Another thing that also I will get down to a couple negatives before I go on. I'm not going to show you the disc. The disc is inside my PS3 because I just got finished watching the movie. So yeah, I'm just going to say right now. So let's get a couple of flaws. Here are a couple negatives in the film. One, I got confused at the beginning of the film. There's one particular scene where Willis's character is out there. He's looking and he spots a guy jogging. He doesn't know what it is. Well, he knows who it is, so he calls his son and tells him, yes, that's the guy I need to go after. But he goes in and sees all these people, and then he does a bunch of these transformations because he has this disability. Then we enter Willis's character inside, and he sees the Horde, and they have one big fight, which is this. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but we see that. So yeah, I'm gonna read what it says really quick right here before I get to the final verdict. Oh, I'm gonna mention right now. M. Night Shyamalan brings two of his standout original films, Unbreakable and Split. First off, you gotta watch Unbreakable, then Split, then go watch Glass. It's very confusing. In this explosive all-new comic book thriller. The thriller I can understand, but yeah, I can understand what he does. Yeah, E.J. Price, which is Mr. Glass, which is Samuel Jackson, and David Dunn, which is Will's character, and the Beast, according to the back of it. His name's Kevin, but the back of the DVD says The Beast. In a series of encounters, Price aims with, again, I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's just going to take up much time. So anyways, I will say the alternate opening is not very good. And there's the lead scenes with the introduction of M. Night Shyamalan and a conversation with McAvoy and M. Night Shyamalan, which I did watch that. So, so I think now we're going to get to the final verdict. And the final verdict, should you see Glass? And my answer is, if you like Unbreakable or Split, this is worth watching. If you are a fan of both of those movies, you're going to want to check this out. For me personally, and I mean personally, if I had to pick one between the other, is what I should say. If I had to pick one between the other, which one is better? Split's the better movie. I feel Split had a better story, better writing. McAvoy's fantastic. In terms of a film like Glass, I can only recommend it if you like Split or Unbreakable. But if you did not like Unbreakable and you watch Split, I probably will say no. But if you did like Unbreakable, but you didn't like Split, then yes, I would say go watch this. It's confusing. I don't know why Shyamalan decided we're going to make another film decades later of what I thought this movie was just okay, in my opinion. This is an okay keep. I am going to keep it because I have this, but this is an okay keep, in my opinion. This was a good keep. This was an okay keep, is what I should say. So, anyways, but yeah, that's Glass. Thank you guys so much for watching this review of Glass. If you like what I did, come back to the channel. I got plenty more spooky movies I've reviewed on the channel. So, we're almost close to Halloween. If I don't put up a video on Halloween Day, I just want to wish everybody a very happy Halloween. Go watch scary movies. Go watch Universal horror movies. Whatever you do, whether you go trick-or-treating with the fam, or even handing out candy, or eating candy, or watching spooky movies on the 31st, Hallows Eve. definitely watch anything else, but do check out Glass if you can. If you like Unbreakable, then yes, you're gonna watch. If you like Unbreakable, you didn't like Split, then go check out Glass. But if you didn't see Unbreakable and you did like Split, I'd probably say no, because this feels more like that sequel. But yeah, so that's my review. So come back to the channel. I got plenty other reviews. Make sure you click the bell, click subscribe, click the bell, do all that stuff. I guess follow me on whatever social media pages I have, and I'll catch you guys next time. There might be a review tonight, there might not be a review. No, I shouldn't say tonight, but there might be a review up tomorrow or whenever I do. But whatever it is, hope you guys have a good Hallows Eve, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.